right, so as always, don't worry about getting the movements perfect. Just follow along the best you can. I'll be your mirror image, as always, but if you go one way and I go the other, I promise I won't get mad. I do cue the breathing, but you can always just breathe normal, especially if you're new. Just don't worry about the breath, just breathe normally. Make sure you are breathing, but don't worry about syncing it all up because it can be a little bit stressful. So just try to breathe normal at first, and then you can always have a seat too. And you can even follow along with your upper body as you're sitting. So that way you can stay in the flow. All right, so we'll begin with the feet together, or as close as you can. The hands can come to the lower abdomen, just taking a few deep breaths in and out. As you breathe in, the belly expands. As you breathe out, the belly returns toward the spine. Abdominal breathing. Just breathing in and breathing out, arriving in the body. Letting go of all the worries from the day. Just coming into the here and now. And then on the next inhale, you can hold the breath at the top just for a moment. Really feel what it's like to hold on. And then let it out with a big sigh. Feel what it's like to let go. And then from here, the arms can float down. You can step one foot out to the side, either foot, and we'll do a little chi massage. So we'll start off with 2 loose fists knocking on the chest. So stimulating the heart and lungs, sending energy there. This also boosts the immune system. It stimulates the thymus gland right behind the rib cage. So it's good for the immune system. And then go ahead and place one hand palm facing up, and then we'll just tap down the inside of the arm, and then turn the palm over so it faces down, and then go up the outside of the arm. So palm faces up, going down the inside, palm faces down, going up the other side one more time. Just circulating the energy and the blood flow. All right, then we'll do the other side. So the other palm faces up, tapping down the inside, palm faces down, tapping down the outside, or up the outside. Down the inside, and then up the outside, back of the arm. One more time. All right, back to the chest, gently knocking on the chest, coming down to the lower abdomen. All right, and then we'll do the lower back. So I'll turn around so you can see. But you can just knock on the lower back. You can alternate if sometimes that feels a little bit better. And if you can only get to the sides, that's okay too. Just do what you can without straining, without forcing it. All right, just giving yourself a little back massage. All right, and then we'll go down the backs of the legs. So slapping down or tapping all the way down the outside backs of the legs, bending your knees if it feels better, and then coming up the front towards the inside of the legs. So coming down the back of the legs, keeping your knees bent to protect your back, especially if you have back issues, coming back up. All right, one more time. All right, back to the lower abdomen. And then placing your hands right over your abdomen and doing some gentle circles, just settling the energy. And then take a moment to feel into the body in stillness. You can place the hands out to the sides. Just notice any sensations that you feel. And then very gently begin to turn towards one side and let the hands knock against the lower abdomen and the lower back, turning from the hips and the waist, knocking on the door of life. So the door of life is an acupressure point in the lower back. When we knock on that point, it stimulates the energy throughout the body, throughout the mind. All right, knocking gently, almost imagining your arms are empty coat sleeves. So nice and soft, learning to move from your center, also learning how to soften the shoulders and let go of tension. All right, then coming back to center one more time, just taking a moment to feel into the body, feel the sensations. And then from here, the arms begin to float up as you breathe in, right up in front to about shoulder height. Then the arms float down, the knees and hips soften. Breathing in, rising up. Breathing out, floating down. We call this opening the door, the start of the journey. Just taking your time, feeling the sensations, taking as many breaths as you need. One more time, open the door. This time the arms float out to the sides like you're spreading your wings. The arms float down, the fingertips point up, and very gently rotate to one side. One hand spirals forward, the other spirals behind. Coming back to center, spiral the other way, the tiger claw. Making the tiger claws with the hands, very gently rotating once again. One hand comes forward, the other behind. Nice gentle stretch. One more time, the tiger claw. This time the hands keep going all the way up overhead. They spiral out and away from each other and down. We call this one silk reeling. Breathing in as you rise up, breathing out, letting go. Opening the shoulders, opening the chest, decompressing the spine. One more time, upward spirals, silk reeling. All right, and then we'll reverse direction. The arms float all the way up and over. The fingertips point down, and then they spiral out and away as we do our downward spirals. Breathing in, breathing out. Silk reeling, downward spirals. Circulating the energy throughout the body, increasing the blood flow as well. One more time, downward spirals. And then circle all the way in front and hug the tree. From here, the arms open up wide. This hand here scoops under, step in as you catch the moon. Step right out to the corner, and as you step out, the bottom hand tosses the moon into the sky. The other hand pushes down. Circle it around again, parting the wild horse's mane. And as always, don't worry about getting it perfect. As long as you're moving, I'm happy. Breathing in. Breathing out one more time, parting the horse's mane. This time we'll catch the moon, and then we'll spin the moon, making two loose fists gently look behind. One fist comes overhead, the other by the waist. Coming back to center, embrace the moon. Spin the moon, look behind. Two loose fists, or you can look to the side too. As always, never forcing it, just easing in. One more time, ride the tiger. And then parting the wild horse's mane right out to the corner. Step back in and hug the tree, rounding out and soften, the arms open wide. And then this hand scoops under, step in as you catch the moon, step out to the other corner, bottom hand guides the moon into the clouds. The other hand floats down, circle it around again, parting the wild horse's mane, creating tranquility out of chaos. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time, parting the horse's mane. This time we'll catch the moon and then spin the moon, making two loose fists, one fist overhead, the other by the waist, gently look behind or to the side. Coming back to center, embrace the moon, spin the moon, look behind. Gentle rotation. One more time, riding the tiger. And then parting the wild horse's mane one last time, right out to the corner, just to keep it flowing. Nice and easy, nice and slow. Step back in, hug the tree, and soften. Open up wide. Step one foot in, crossing the wrists in front of the heart. Step right out to the corner. One hand comes forward, the other stays behind, right by the head. And then circle it around again. Fan through the back. Palms face away. One hand comes forward, the other stays behind. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time, fan through the back. And then step the front foot in, the hands circle out and around. Step the other foot in, cross the wrists in front of the heart, palms face away. Step out to the corner. One hand comes forward, the other stays behind. Circle it around again, fan through the back. Almost like you're opening your arms like a fan. Breathing in. breathing out. One more time, fan through the back. And then step back in, hug the tree. And then from here, the arms open up wide, the palms face up, the hands come forward as the hips go back. 2 hands offering. Then the palms face away from each other, they open as you rise up, circling out and around, scooping under. The hands come forward, the hips go back. 2 hands offering. Offering love and compassion, offering forgiveness, or simply offering your presence. And anything else you'd like to see in the world. One more time, 2 hands offering. And then from here, reverse direction with the arms, circle in front, hug the tree. The arms open up wide, and then step 1 foot in, catch the moon. This time the bottom hand makes a loose fist. Step out to the side, 1 hand drops down, the other fist comes up, and then release. Circle it around as you catch the butterfly, with the bottom hand making a loose fist, deflect downward, and then release the butterfly. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time, deflect downward and strike. And then sit back, the hand floats across the horizon. Take your time as you step in, catch the moon. Bottom hand makes a loose fist. Step out, the top hand deflects down, bottom fist comes up, and then release. Circle it around again, catching the butterfly, and then letting it go. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time, deflect downward and strike. And then step back in and hug the tree. Breathing in, the arms open. Breathing out, the fingertips drift towards each other, the palms face down. And then from here, the hands come forward, the hips go back. They circle all the way out and around, and then as you rise up, they come back to center. The pebble in the pond, sending waves out in all directions. Softening down as the hands come forward, then coming back up. Nice and easy, nice and slow, the pebble in the pond. All right, one more time. This time the arms float up in front, draw the hands in towards the heart, step in. This time the palms face up. And as you step out to the corner, the wrists cross. Then they separate, rotate, draw them back in towards the heart, and push. Draw the hands back in towards the heart, palms face up, cross the wrists, the hands separate. Draw the hands back in, apparently closing, and push. One more time. First, the palms face up. You cross the wrists, and then they separate. Then we draw them back in, and push. Step the front foot back in, the hands come back in towards the heart. Step in, step out to the other corner, palms face up, the wrists cross. Then they separate, draw them in, and push. Draw them back in towards the heart. This time the palms face up, cross the wrists, they separate, draw them in, and push. All right, one more round. Apparently closing. Palms face up, cross the wrists, separate, draw in, and push. And step back in and hug the tree. The arms open up wide. The hands float down, the palms face up, one hand on top of the other. Then this hand floats all the way up and over and down the center line of the body. Other side, breathe in as the hand floats up, breathing out, centering. Creating focus and clarity, calming the heart and mind. One more time, centering. This time both arms float all the way up and over just as much as you can. The hands float down to the waist as you soften. And then circle in front as if you had a big ball in front of the body, gathering in the energy, bring it into the heart for loving kindness and self-compassion. One more time, open the heart, rising up, softening down. This time making a diamond shape with the hands in front of the heart, and then press out, sending out all your loving kindness to the world. May all beings be free from suffering. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. And then turning your palms to face yourself, the hands come to the heart. May I be kind to myself. May I feel connected with all beings. May I love myself just as I am. And then the hands can float down to the lower abdomen. You can step your feet together or as close as you can. You can close your eyes or just keep a soft gaze and let your body rock and sway ever so slightly, bamboo in the wind. Just feeling the gentle rocking sensation in the body and any sensations that arise. Feel the sensations of the breath. And then bring your attention into your heart, creating an inner smile, expressing gratitude to yourself for being here today. And then if your eyes were closed, you can slowly open them. The hands can come together in front of the heart, and we can finish with a bow.